Welcome back for another episode. So as ever, I'm Jake from Jake Meets Coaching. You can tell I thought really hard about the name on that one. Back today to give you a little bit of reality when it comes to supplements. So a little bit of a reality check on the actual use of supplements, which I think is lacking, in the fitness industry at the minute. So anyway, I'm going to talk you through the best supplement stack. But before I do that, no, I don't have a discount code for you to go away and use. No, I'm not going to be unboxing my latest delivery from my sponsor of all the different supplements that they've sent me that I probably don't really even use. It is literally just going to be me sat telling you what you need to know about supplements. But first, before any of that, make sure just go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notifications bell so that you get reminded when I'm uploading a new one. And with that, we'll get started. The best supplement stack. This is actually my second attempt at filming this. I did film this last week, and after filming went into edit and realized my mic hadn't been turned on. So I'm hoping that this time I've done it right and this time the mic is turned on. There's a rookie mistake. So supplement stacks, what you need to be taking. Now this is coming from someone who has tried everything over the years when it comes to supplements, everything over the counter anyway. Testosterone boosters, fat burners, BCAAs, everything. If it's been available, I've probably tried it at some point. I'm well aware of what these are meant to do and ultimately what they actually do. And I will make sure that you save a little bit of money, save a little bit of effort, save a little bit of frustration, and don't make the same mistakes. Now, I think that the biggest problem when it comes to supplements is how they're sold at the minute, right? So they're marketed to do all these different things, when in reality, they probably don't even do any of them. But it's the fact that they're actually pushed by these sponsored athletes nowadays, which is massive on social media, because it makes sense, right? So you get someone who is in shape, who does look good, to sell your supplement because it makes the person on the other end, you, think that that supplement is part of the reason why they look so good. But think back to actually the fact that they've been pushing whatever supplement, they've probably got a discount code or something like that. They're pushing that supplement for the past month. They've not been taking that their entire life. They've got into shape first and then they've started to push that supplement because they get some sort of kickback from it, whether it's financial kickback from their discount code or whether they get more free supplements from the sponsor. Whatever it is, they've got an incentive and a reason to try and sell you that supplement and tell you that they take it all the time, that it's changed how they train or changed their physique or whatever it is. They've got an incentive to do that isn't just trying to help you. And it's the same with the supplement companies themselves, right? They're trying to sell you something to make a bit of money. So you need to be mindful about what these are saying, because these companies, they're not pulling Keith out from the pub, are they, after his 5th pint to tell you how good their supplement is. You're not going to buy it. So you need to be clever and you need to think about who's actually pushing this and how long have they actually been using it. Because how many times have you seen one of these sponsored athletes pushing X supplement from X company, saying it's the best thing since sliced bread with X discount code, 10% off, whatever it is. And then 1 month later, they've got a brand new supplement from a brand new company. And actually that one's better. That one's the one that they actually use now all the time. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that they're just doing it to get some sort of kickback. Now, the reason why what I'm saying today is a little bit more trustworthy is because I've got nothing to sell you. I've got no reason to lie to you. I am someone who has tried all these supplements. I have nothing to sell. Okay, so if there was such a supplement that you took it and it got you incredible results, I would be telling you what it was because I'd want it for myself to begin with, for my own training, for my own goals. I'd want it for my own clients to help them get the best results possible. And I'd want them for you as well to help you get the best results possible. But it doesn't exist. There isn't such a thing that is going to do that. And this is the problem with supplements as a whole, is they are just over-marketed basically. All of these supplements like BCAAs, like fat burners, like testosterone boosters, they literally are a waste of money because they're not going to do what they say on the tin. The reality of it is the effects of supplements is minimal. Like even the ones that are backed by research, that do have some evidence to show that they can be beneficial, that is still marginal at best. There is still going to be a very negligible difference that you're potentially not even going to notice. So all the other ones, you know, are pointless. But I did say that I was going to go through a supplement stack. So there are actually some supplements that I do recommend to people and to clients to use that might make some sort of marginal improvement indirectly towards their goals, whether it be fat loss, whether it be building muscle, whatever it is. There are a few supplements that we know that research has found to be beneficial to helping you get towards those goals through some indirect means, right? So either they help you sleep better, they help you feel like you've got more energy, you might train a little bit harder, or you might be able to train a bit longer. Whatever it is, they might have some sort of beneficial effect. So I'm just going to go through quickly what these are, because it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. So all I recommend for my clients to get is a good vitamin D3 and K2 supplement, especially my clients living in the UK. that do not get a good quality of sunlight. I recommend that they get a decent multivitamin. Then beyond that, I recommend they use creatine to help improve training performance, and I recommend that they use whey protein, because we know that whey protein is really beneficial for not only helping you build muscle mass, but helping you feel fuller for longer, so it helps you stick to a diet much easier, and loads of other things. So a decent whey protein is always going to be advised, or a plant-based protein alternative if they are a plant-based eater. And then beyond that, you could say things like caffeine, so something like a coffee before they train could be useful. Research has shown that caffeine does have a positive effect on your perceived exertion, so it basically reduces your perception of fatigue, so you might be able to train a little bit longer, a little bit harder if you have something 20 to 30 minutes before you train. And that's about it. Like literally, that is it. You do not need to overcomplicate it beyond that. You do not need to be spending hundreds of pounds a month on all these different supplements. As long as you've got a good base of nutrition, as long as you're training well and you're prioritizing your sleep and your recovery, you don't need to be wasting all your money on supplements beyond those few that I've just mentioned there. And like I said, even then, at best, the positive benefit that they are going to have isn't going to be major. You're not just going to notice overnight changes. It's just not going to happen with anything. Now, the only caveat to these that I will mention, because I do use them as well sometimes, is pre-workouts. So pre-workouts are something that you can just take before you train to give you a little bit of a boost for the session. Whilst on the label, they will say that they increase strength or increase endurance or increase pumps or anything like that. The only real reason that I personally use them is because A, I just like the taste of them before I train. It's quite nice to have before a session. And B, they give me a little bit of a psychological bump. So when I have a pre-workout, I feel a little bit more up for the session because I've had a pre-workout. So I've almost got to make use of it. It's not for any physical benefit. In fact, more than anything, I have to be careful with them, because if I have too much, I get really tingly, really scratchy, really sort of irritated very easily. So it's really easy for me to have too much too soon. So I only have to have a little bit. But again, it's just a psychological bump, just a little bit of a mental kick up the arse to help me have a better session. It's not actually anything physical from what's in the pre-workout that is helping improve that session. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. That is the best supplement stack that you could look to be taking. Yes, there are a couple of others, such as magnesium that I haven't mentioned, or vitamin C, omega-3s, that do have some added benefits as well. But providing that you've got a good stable base of nutrition, like I said, you're probably going to find that unless you've really got some specific problems, you might be able to get away without having to invest in those. But you definitely don't need to be wasting your money on discount codes given by sponsored athletes pushing random supplements that they didn't take to get in shape in the first place that aren't even actually going to have any benefit for you. So I hope that was useful. I hope that has cleared things up and given you a bit more of a realistic view of supplements and supplement stacks. As ever, if you like the video, go give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the little notifications bell like I said before, and don't forget, go and tell your mates if you find it useful, let them have a watch, see what they think to it, and I'll see you in the next video.